Hey, this is Brendan Fleming here again with a couple quick facts on Social Security. Social Security was established in 1935, and at the time it was established, the tax rate was 1% paid by the employer and 1% paid by the employee of the first $3,000 of earnings. Currently, the tax rate is 6.2% paid by the employer, 6.2% paid by the employee of the first $176,100 of earnings. When Social Security was first established, the average person would pay into the Social Security system and never receive any benefits back from Social Security. The average life expectancy at the time of Social Security being established was 61.7 years. However, a person cannot receive benefits until they're 65 years of age, meaning the average person would die a little over 3 years before being able to collect Social Security. To break that down a little further, the average life expectancy of a white female at the time was 64.98 years. The average life expectancy of a white male at the time was 60.97 years. The average life expectancy of a non-white female was 52.51 years, and the average life expectancy of a non-white male was 49.94 years. The amount of benefit that's paid out by Social Security is based on some kind of an obscure system that's not easily to discern. Basically, it's based on 35 years of work history, the highest 35 years of earnings. And it's more based on the whims of Congress. And in the past, Congress has been the entity that has determined how much the benefits would be. To give you an example, if a person is earning $25,000 a year and has 35 years of work history, earning that amount, they would get a benefit of around $1,400 a month. If a person earned, let's just say, $175,000 a year for 35 years, they would get a benefit of slightly higher than $4,000 a month. Basically, it's a difference of the higher earner would get about 2.9 times the benefit of the lower earner. However, the higher earner is earning 7 times the wage of the lower earner. So it's not really based so much on the earnings as it's actually skewed to people making middle and lower income. The money that's paid into Social Security goes out to pay benefits. If there's extra money, it's considered a surplus, and that extra money is basically put away for future in case there's a deficit. The extra money is, they use that and buy federal bonds, basically U.S. government securities, which actually helps the federal budget out a little bit because the federal government might have to pay a slightly higher in interest if they didn't have Social Security buying up its debt. So who benefits with Social Security? Some people say Social Security is a great program. Others say it's a bad program, that they'll never see any money from it. Who's right, who's wrong? Well, the answer is it all depends. Who truly benefits are middle and lower earning white females that are very healthy. They'll tend to live longer and get more benefit back relative to what they've paid into the system. Who doesn't benefit? People that are unhealthy, people that are overweight, people who have medical conditions such as diabetes or cancer. These are people that have paid into the system, and when it's time to get the benefits, they might pass away and not receive as much in benefits relative to the person that's healthy. We saw this with COVID. We had a number of people we had 1.4 million people in America that died from COVID. They were predominantly older or people that were unhealthy, had health risk. And a lot of those people had paid into Social Security, and then when it's time to receive benefits, they'd already passed away. And so it actually helped the Social Security Trust Fund and actually delayed it running out of money by between 6 months and a year or so.